The generic geriatric cyclist. Come watch as the generic geriatric cyclist gets his report card, his final grades for the season. I know somebody who's not going to be allowed to stay up late watching TV. Or, as my very own sainted mother would say when I brought home a substandard report card, I'm not signing my name to that. Way back when spring was springing and the world was alive in hope, I made 10 goals for my cycling season. Now the days are getting shorter, and it's time to pay the piper. We don't put people in stocks anymore, so I'm doing this episode to publicly humiliate myself for making ridiculously unattainable goals, and also for not attaining those unattainable goals. I don't understand what went wrong. I ate carbs during my rides to avoid bonking. I did everything I could do to keep my lungs in good shape. And I made sure I was well hydrated at all times. So here are my goals and my grades. Goal number 1, going on group rides. I only did one real group ride. For most of the season, it was for fear of not being able to keep up. Grade D-. Goal number 2, riding in my bike club's annual event, the Ramapo Rally. I signed up and I was ready to go, but it landed on a day when I had an important family commitment. Grade incomplete. Goal number 3, the Tour de Goshen. I was ready to go, but there was a major tropical storm that washed out the event. I did my own version a few weeks later. I'm giving myself a C. Goal number 4, Saranac Lake to Cranberry Lake. I wanted to do this ride until I found out that it would involve a 5-hour drive and $600 in hotel rooms. This should be an F, but I'm giving myself a C for cheap. Goal number 5, Gran Fondo, New Jersey. I tried to register, but I was too late. I underestimated how popular this ride was. I'll take an incomplete for that, but it should be an S for stupid. Goal number 6, the Seagull Century. I signed up in time for this one, but I wasn't anywhere near ready for a century. I did the metric instead. It was a great experience. Grade 64.5, 1 point for every mile ridden. Goal number 7, Lake George to Ticonderoga. While I looked forward to the ride and the boat ride back to the start, I wasn't ready for the hills on this ride. Grade incomplete. Goal number 8, 4,500 total miles riding. What was I thinking? I've never done more than 4,000 miles a year. I'll take a gentleman's C for this one. Climb Bear Mountain. This was something that would have been attainable at my pre-COVID weight. I was silly to even try this year. Grade F. Lose 30 pounds. Don't remind me. If I'd been able to do this, I could have easily achieved about 4 of the goals I failed to achieve. This was by far my biggest failure of the season, not only for my cycling, but for my health as well. 0, zip, nada. How depressing. By every objective measure, I had a terrible season. I didn't accomplish even one of the 10 goals that I set for myself. I should feel like a beaten man, but strangely, I don't. Except for the 6-week sore back period back in the spring, I subjectively felt that it was a pretty good season. Not among my strongest seasons, by far, but it still had its good points. I got a lot of enjoyment out of my riding. I saw some new sights, went to some new places, rode some interesting routes. Then there was the sunshine, fresh air, and endorphins galore. At the age of 73, if you're out there on the road, doing what you love, you've had a good season. No, I'll amend that. You had a great season. I'm looking forward to an even greater season in 2022, with more realistic goals. more realistic goals like enjoying every precious moment of every ride. And when the time comes, I hope you'll ride along with me. So long for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.